Don from Diamond Shine Soap. Guys, I'm so excited to have you in the studio. Now today we'll be doing something really cool, but before I get into that, I wanted to let you guys know about the one-on-one coaching sessions. One-on-one coaching sessions are for candle makers just like you. You could be in the beginning, you could be advanced, you could just be needing some help, you could just be in one of them situations where you're like, look, I don't know how to wick, I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do this, my candles keep coming out tall from the floor, I just need some help. If you are one of those people, you need to go in the description box and you will see a link where you can go and you can make a appointment where you can see me one-on-one and I can help you get along on your journey. Also on the weekend, if you are one of the people that struggle with wicks, you want to make sure you are a part of our wicking session. Yes, it is only $18 and you basically learn how to wick your wax. I mean, you could not ask for such a better price than that. Now that's very reasonable, and the group sessions are during the week on Wednesdays, and those are for candle makers, and you could be in the beginning like it is. It's more like, it's not one-on-one, but it's group style, and it's very informative. So listen, this video I'm going to teach you guys how to make hot process soap with things that you can get at Walmart and Aldi's. Okay, now listen, a lot of people are going to see this video. This video is definitely going to reach a lot of people because people want to know, how can I make hot process soap tonight? Guys, I'm here and I am going to help you make a nice bar of hot process soap, okay? All right, now before we get into this, I wanted to give you guys a warning, disclaimer, whatever you want to call it. Make sure, number one, that you have some goggles. Get you some goggles because you will be working with lye. And lye is very dangerous to work with, guys. You need to make sure that you have some goggles just in case you have an accident. You may spill it. Wear a long sleeve shirt. That way you can bring it down over your gloves, and if anything pop or whatever the case may be, you're covered. You won't have nothing on your skin. I know it sounds kind of scary, but it's really not. I mean, I really got used to working with lye. I worked with lye for over four years, so I just got to the point where I had just got so comfortable, and I was like, you know, whatever. Don't ever get comfortable. Don't ever get comfortable, because in my comfortable moment, that's when I had an accident. So anyway, moving on from there, there are some key ingredients and things that I want you guys to pick up when you go to Walmart or Aldi's, and I'm about to let you know right now, okay? All right, so if you go to Aldi's, you will go in the aisle and you will see avocado oil. This is really inexpensive, and it's 100% pure cold pressed avocado oil. This is found at Aldi's. Okay, if you go to Walmart and you go in the aisle with the home improvement and plumbing and stuff like that, you will find this crystal lye drain opener. Okay, and it's about $5 and something cent, and this is the lye that you will be using today. It is really good for what we are doing. Okay, this is Grape Seed Oil. You can find this at Aldi's as well. You can find a bigger container at Walmart. You can also find organic coconut oil at Walmart. I like organic stuff. You know, that's just me. When you're making bars of soaps and stuff like that, I like stuff that's organic. But you can find this at Walmart, and also you can find these containers, like, you know, the smaller ones and stuff like that. If you're not looking for organic, you can find stuff like that at Dollar Tree, and it does work just as good. Okay, you can use canola oil. Canola oil is pretty good. I know you looking like, oh my gosh, she about to fry some chicken. No, guys, you can use canola oil for your soap. Okay, and when it comes down to okay, I talked about the canola. They also have a small container of unrefined coconut oil that you can find at Aldi's as well, okay? Now, I am not going to, y'all know y'all like, girl, you missing something, you missing something. I have this olive oil. I don't know if I showed you guys this. This is olive oil. I got this from Aldi's as well. Very cheap, very inexpensive. You can find this at Walmart. You can get a bigger container, and you can save a little bit more money by going to Walmart. Also, if you do not have any palm oil, vegetable oil shortening works just as good, okay? I know a lot of people are going to disagree with this video. They're going to have some things to say, but if you are a person that's just starting out and you want to learn how to make some high process soap and you really don't have money to order bulk ingredients online, this is really a nice choice, okay? And it will give you a nice bubbly bar. Now, once you get to a certain point and you really know how to make soap and you have this thing down pat and you have your ingredients and you're just really good at it, I suggest going on this website that I go to, and if you order any recipe from me, like any soap recipe, you will get it for free, where you can go and I don't use palm oil, but I will have palm oil listed in my recipes, because you can use palm oil or you can use the oil that I'm going to tell you to use, because it works just the same. It's just like it's very cream, bubbly, great for the skin. Everything I use, like even you using all-purpose vegetable shortening, that's vegetable shortening. So you're using good things for your skin either way around, okay? So remember this, you can always substitute something if you don't have something, because in a case of emergency, you can't find no palm oil local. You know, some people just can't find it, and I'm one of those some people, okay? All right, so moving on from that, that's pretty much it. That's all we're going to need. I will be using some fragrances from Aztec. I'm going to be using Avobath Lush Type, or I'll use like a coconut butter. These are some really good fragrances to use for soap, and shampoo or Avita Type. I love the Lush types and the Avita Type for soap. They smell amazing. You could use also, I did have it, I thought I had it, but I have to just go and pick it up. It's somewhere in my space. I just had to find it. Plain yogurt. Guys, get some yogurt, because this is how we will make our hot process soap a little bit more fluid. And when I say fluid, that means it's smoother. You can do a little bit more with the tops. You could work with it. You could put colors in it. And it looks more like a cold process, but it's a hot process, okay? All right. So this particular soap that we're about to make, I have all the ingredients listed in the description box. That means that you can make these bars at home. You don't have to go out and look for a recipe and you trying these ingredients with another recipe and you like it don't work. Everything that I'm going to show you guys today will work, okay? So also you're going to need a soap mold. Now I use 5-pound molds. That's just me, and what my recipe that I'm going to give you today, I'm going to give it to you where though you can make a 5-pound batch, or you can double it, or whatever the case may be. Anyway, anywho, Nature's Garden, I don't know, I think Nature Soap, Nurture Soap, they have some. Just Google it, you know, start looking for some soap molds, because if you're going to get into this business, you're going to need some pretty long molds, and this makes a lot of soap. This is a long mold, so it makes a lot of soap at one time. And I have like soap cutters and stuff like that. If you just starting out, you can get a cheese cutter. You know, listen, I'm telling you guys these things because people will try to get you out here and tell you need to spend all this money and you need to have. No, if you're just starting out and you just want to make some soap and you want to start getting in the groove of it and getting used to using lye and working with it and stuff like that, this is a video that will benefit you greatly, okay? Now listen, if y'all start getting nasty in the comments because we're not using what you use, or you think that we're not doing the things that you want to do or the way you want to do it, you know what I will do. I will delete your comment, all right? Or I'll just turn the comment off all itself. So don't even start, okay? All right, so let's get into the good things, and that's just making our soap. If you Okay, so it's enough lye in here to make this recipe twice, okay? I just wanted to let you guys know that, just in case you went to Walmart and you was like, how many do I need? You need about 1 to do the recipe 2 times, okay? All right. Put your lye into the water and just slowly stir, And stir it and make sure you get all of the lye from the bottom of the bowl, okay? All of it. Now that I got everything fully melted and my lye water is fine, it's looking good, it's looking perfect, okay? Now you want to go ahead and just pour it slowly into your pot. Make sure you pour it slow because you don't want it splashing back on you, okay? Okay, all right. So I poured it slowly into my pot. I'm going to go ahead and stir it up a little bit. Stirring it up just a little bit, and then we're going to use the stick blender to finish it up. Okay. Okay, so I brought it to a very thick, pasty consistency, okay? I'm gonna just show you guys what it look like. Kind of look like pudding a little bit. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it back on the heat. It just look like a thick pudding. Okay, because I want to give my stick blender a moment of rest. And I'm gonna put it back on the heat for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna pull it back off the heat, okay? But just make sure you keep your heat on low while you are, going through this whole process. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it on for just a few minutes because I want to bring it over to the applesauce phase. And after it reaches that applesauce phase, then we're going to just break it out and we're going to finish it off, okay? Okay, so it is turning over to the texture that I told you guys about. And this is the applesauce phase. That's what we call the applesauce phase. So it is in that applesauce phase. So you just want to stir it or whatever. Okay, so as you can see, it's starting to bubble up more, and that foaming up is basically the lye getting out of it, like the lye is cooking out of it. So we have forced it into a very thick phase. So make sure you stay with it and keep, whipping it, mixing it, because it will get so big that it will leave out of the pot like a little monster. And if you see it getting too tall like mine is, you better start going ahead and taking your spoon and just kind of whipping it back into submission. Don't even use your stick blender when it's at this point. Just keep whipping it back into submission. You need to make sure it go down. And remember, soap better bow to you. You don't bow to soap. You don't get scared of it and, you start being extra weird. it will obey you. When you start whipping on it, honey, it will obey you, okay? So go ahead and just stir it and keep stirring it. And this is what you want it to be like, because right now I can take it off the heat because it's actually almost finished. And when you do it this way, it don't take you that long to make the soap. So any recipe I'm gonna give y'all, I want y'all to take it this way. I want y'all to do it this way. That way it won't take you that long to make the soap, because the soap is actually pretty much finished. It's almost finished. Like it's coming down to the end. Okay, you see all the heat basically coming out. That's the lye. The lye is cooking out of it, and the lye is leaving at a very fast rate, to the point when you take your pH strip and test it, you're not really going to have no lye left in this soap. This is what people call like a high speed, hot process method, because we don't have to leave it in the crock pot for an hour or two, just letting it sit, coming back, checking it to see if it's done. It's pretty much almost finished. Like, this is it. And once it gets to a certain place, it will no longer foam out the pot no more. So you don't have to worry about, like, if you have to walk away and go to the bathroom. Once it gets to like this phase right here, it's finished. Like, you don't have to worry about that foaming anymore. Only thing you have to do right now is check your pH, and you see how thick it is. Like, you see how thick the soap is. It's really, really, really thick. So you're just going to cook it a little bit more. Don't get too happy and take it off, because you want to make sure it's fully cooked. Fully cooked. And take your pH strips, get some hot water. And guys, if you need to learn how to do that, you could go and basically go on YouTube and see somebody that teach you how to test hot process soap to see if it's finished. But right now, this is finished. This is finished, and it probably only took me about, let me see, I say about a good 35 minutes to make this. 35, yeah, it's only like 35 minutes. So it's pretty much almost finished. I'm scraping the sides. And now that it's getting this thick, like when you go to put it inside your, you know, your silicone mold and everything, you're going to need some yogurt to thin it out, you know. And then you want to weigh it out and basically put it inside of a bowl. Like I'm going to put mine in a big bowl and weigh it out. And then I'm going to put 5% fragrance in it based on how much I put in my recipe, okay? You know, that's me. I usually use about 4 ounces of fragrance inside my soap. So this one is going to be pretty cool because it's a lush type. Alright, so I'm going to keep stirring it, and I'm going to test my pH to see how it is or whatever. Another thing you could do, and I know a lot of people won't recommend this, you could take a Zap Test. And that's just basically putting it on your tongue to see if it zapped you. And if it zapped you, that means there's lye still in it. If it don't, that means it's not. But take the pH test just to be, you know, on the safe side. They only a few bucks and they're on Amazon. Okay, so my soap is very thick to the point where it's hurting my arms. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to test it out and I'm going to come right back. Okay, so mine is done. My soap is done. And that wasn't long. I'm telling you, that was definitely really quick. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little yogurt in mine. I'm probably going to put about 3 tablespoons of yogurt. And I'm going to use some plain yogurt, okay? Plain yogurt, just plain yogurt. And I'm going to put it in there right now. And then after I add the yogurt, I'm going to add my fragrance. I'm going to stir it all in. And then after that, we're going to put it inside the mold and we're going to go from there.